Are we back? Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Yes! You see, guys, for you who are new here, we have, as you know, the internet is rather busy at the moment, and we have some issues with our internet connection sometimes, and so when we get back we say whoop whoop. So beautiful. I'm sorry that happens. Whoop whoop, stream saved. Hi Christian, how are you doing? And the enthusiast, hello, how are you? Well, you was your internet? Yeah. No, we do have some issue. We're waiting on fiber, so I do apologize. This does happen sometimes. So let's hope that it goes smoothly from here. So what I was saying is why I bring this up with going back to university, where it all started, is because that's the first people that tried our method out, so to speak, and they had so beautiful reaction to it, and it's part of why we decided to let's go for it. No, let's see if we can bring joy and comfort to people. And so we are located, our office is located very, very close by to the university in our city, and up until now we've been trying to, our wish, our little dream has been to reach students, because we're located so nearby. It would be beautiful to be able to reach out to the students. And last week, starting actually this week from Monday, we do now have so that students can come to us. They reached out, someone who's taking care of newly arrived students, and we are now recommended as someone that they can reach out to. So we're so thrilled and so happy for this. So I just wanted to share it because I think it's such a brilliant news. I'm just happy. So I just wanted to share it with you. We are in Sweden. Oh, I'm asked to reduce the volume a little bit on the music. Is this better? Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm so happy. And Luna and Paga, who are in chat, I have something else also, and it's that the portrait that you guys gifted me has arrived in Sweden. So it's on its way here. Oh, finally, I'm so happy. Yes, I know, right? Okay, so is the music okay now, love, would you say? And we can start our transferences today. We have 3. I'm gonna check, just putting the... Okay. So, Tracy, are you still here, my friend? Or did we lose you when we lost the connection? Let me check. The traveling sometimes to the World Post Office finally got the correct address. Yeah. There you are, Tracy. Beautiful. What would you like today, my friends? Would you like a reading or a healing, specific or general? How do you feel? Welcome back. Hello, Elithara. I'm well. How are you? What would you like, Tracy? Healing or reading, specific or general? Would you like a general or a specific reading? Okay. Now it says your life. Then this should work. Let's try it. Yes, it does. Beautiful. Do you guys think the music is a little bit loud? Or is it okay? Welcome, Valera. Welcome to our little corner. How are you? Thank you for joining. we can bring some bubbles of joy to you. Oh, this is interesting. Thank you, Poet. Okay. What messages does the universe have? It's interesting, Tracy. I'm gonna take... because things are happening. You know, when we feel like not much is going on, and then we just have this feeling that something is being pulled in the background. Things are moving in the background and it's about to come to the foreground. You know this feeling, this where I just can't feel, I don't feel like this stagnant expression or this stagnant part of where I find myself. I don't quite resonate with it within myself, and I hear my guides have something going on in the background. You know this feeling, Tracy? So what we are talking about is that indeed things are really moving. I'm just gonna check. Okay, so this is very general in the sense that many will resonate with this, especially people working with energy. Because when we work with energy, we open ourselves up to be vulnerable. And many of us, and it's a way of protecting ourselves. We want to be a clear channel, but in that little bit, including ourselves. That might not be a word, but I think you understand what I mean. You put yourself to the side a little bit, and I've had many readings talking about this. Hello, Emma. Beautiful seeing you. Perex, hi. Welcome, my friend. This stream is in English. We'll have a Swedish stream on Tuesday if I'm not otherwise booked. But you know this feeling, Tracy. You've been, and it's very, very, very similar to another reading I had last week with someone wanting to work actually as a healer. For you, when it comes to how you do your work, you have put yourself aside a little bit. And this push, this pulling that you feel going on right now in the background are the inevitable expression of what you pushed aside so far. So why this is coming up is because you are actually getting ready for it, because you found yourself forgiving yourself. If this makes any sense to you, if you understand what I'm coming from in this. So, because you know that you've been not feeling strong enough to meet your inner self. And so when you started your journey on, and let me know if you do not resonate, but when you started your journey in, because it's always been part of you, you know, receiving messages and wanted to share them to people, not knowing quite how to do it. But when you then felt your guide saying, you know what, now we're going to do this. Now you can do this. Now this is one way of you to express yourself, and this is part of your purpose, because it's very much about purpose. Although you also have this feeling of, well, everything is purpose, but you still are very, very close to your guides in that being, listening to them, to guidance for guidance. But when you started out, you know that, okay, you were very, very understanding with yourself, and you knew that you were pushing things aside and wanting to be finding yourself by doing this spirituality and this direct connection to who you really are and felt you could be, in this sense, pushing other things aside with you that you really didn't really know where to put. in aspect of yourself, in the categories of you. Because the brain works in that way that you know exactly how it is. We have some things titleized as certain subjects and objects and reasons behind and within us. And you knew very well that, okay, in that position, when you were to listen to your guides and say, I'm going to go on this journey, this is the part of expressing myself, you also knew that you were doing this to be able to find the strength to let other parts also come in. And this push and pull that you feel now, because you've been working on your life for so many other aspects of it, and building your life, and having relationships, and building on your family life, and building all of it. Now the push and pull that you are experiencing is indeed your guides coming with the inevitable what you promised yourself. So you are actually growing up to now let yourself open up to what you've waited on within yourself. And it all has to do with I'm just listening. It all has to do with when you enter that phase, when you said, okay, I'm going to take this responsibility of myself and I'm going to follow what my heart says. When you did that, what you pushed aside was the reasoning behind why you felt you had to do it, why you felt there were no other way. Because at the same time, you know there's a reason and you love doing what you do, it's in your heart. You also know there's a reason for why you didn't dare do anything else. Because it's true, it's what is closest to you, but it's also true that there's a fear of what is the other things around you and why you have felt always excluded, or not excluded, but someone being a little bit on the outskirts looking in. Yeah. So, do you understand what I'm talking about, Tracy? Because I see a lot is going on in chat. I just want to see if you're able to resonate with what I say. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Would you resonate with this? Because what I see is this being your answer to find your own calling, to find your own what you can do and what is you. And now it's come up to that point that it's time to meet the things that you didn't dare meet before. The other parts of you who are also interested in other things. And to really meet those emotions that is the reason behind you felt like an outcast. So what you're doing is that you're now becoming the mother of your own inner self and child. You gained enough strength and belief in yourself. I know you're still working on it. We can never love ourselves 100%. And I know you still feel there are certain aspects that you would like to evolve and understand better. But when it comes to what you do in connection to your guides, the foundation of that has gotten rather stabilized. The foundation, then we have the waves, always going up and down, and that's okay. But the foundation is very much stable. And because of this, you now dare to also invite your inner child and to meet the feelings that you didn't feel stable enough to meet before. So what are they asking you to do? What is this push and pull? It's to meet yourself. And I'm not talking about bringing you into your work, but really sit down and meet you, and to not be afraid that you have other interests than just working with energy. It's time to meet that fear of opening up to you. And it's coming from the stabilized realization that you are good enough and that you can indeed work with energy the way you do, and you're brilliant at it in the foundation. And because you know this to be that you're good enough because you can do this, it's also time to meet, not that you have to do anything else, but rather that it's okay to think about other things. And not being afraid of losing this. This is you got this. It's about loosening the restraints of feeling. I've been thinking a lot about this past days with geniuses, and when we feel ourselves have to be a genius in one aspect, we have to do this because you got so much going on, but you always focused on gratitude, especially in your work with spirit and energy, because there you feel home. Although it challenged you and you had your shaky parts, it feels okay, this is where I can stand from and then do other things. And so when we are in this, that we feel, when we talk about intelligence, I spoke with my fiance about this just last night, I think it was actually, about when we feel we are a genius, not in the sense that, we know everything, but rather I feel this one topic that I need to work on, that is me, that I need to, with this topic I can showcase myself. And what happens, if we're going to talk about, and this is for all of you who resonates, what my fiance said and what I can imagine is, we talk about intelligence as IQ now. If we start there, what we spoke about was that when I know this is very lengthy, I hope it's okay, but when we are young and we feel we already learned what we need to learn in school, for a certain age we already know it, so we sit aside and we don't really know we can't really be a part of what's going on with the other children because we feel we know more than our peers. So then we're set aside, and when then the class moves on and reaches where you are in your learning and then moves on from you, you still sit aside and they learn more than what you can know. So from being the one who knows more, you all of a sudden are the one who knows less when this comes to IQ. And so we feel we have to continue being the one who knows because that is who we know. So therefore we stick in this topic that we knew so well. When it comes to you, we're talking more about it's more to do with EQ and knowing being an empath, hearing, although the empath in you is not being drawn to the person in their emotion, but hearing messages and understanding of the person that you are next to, and you know this more than anyone you can in your immediate environment relate to. And so therefore you are stuck in this, having to be in this topic. And now you found yourself so stable that you're now able to open up to your inner child. And you know exactly how to go about it. It is indeed to go back looking at those photographs. It is indeed to reach those memories, to look at the old things that we don't really want to meet, and you know exactly what I speak of. So you know all of this. So the little push today, although it was a lengthy reading, is simply this. The push and pull you feel are indeed right. It is a lot going on, and you are the one holding the wheel. So all this that you already know, that you've been feeling, maybe I should do this, are my guides asking me to do this? They are. It's time to go back and to bring in that child into the embrace of the adult you become. Yeah. How do you feel, Tracy? Does it make any sense for you? There is one person or one little figurine coming up that wants to work with us today, and it is this little one, this little fella. The reason why he comes up is the readings that I shouldn't say readings, sorry. The figurines, before I said that all of them comes from when I was little. It comes from my grandmother, it comes from my childhood. And this is actually a new little friend that I just felt I wanted to take home. So what this means to me and for you is exactly that. We go back to what we know with a brand new perspective, and we embrace it. The new in the old. But yes, it is definitely about looking at those photographs. It's definitely going back to those memories. Because we're so afraid of what is hiding there. At the same time, we know there's nothing that can hurt us. So it's time. That's the message. It's for you. It's a pig. It's a piggy. A piglet, even. A piglet. A piggy, yeah. It is. And one last thing they're talking about, and I'm gonna go general with this, Tracy, but I know that you will know what I'm talking about, what I speak of. When we go back and we look at those memories and we look at the people in them, and we can feel maybe what they are talking about is really remember this, that you feel within yourself, that you built your own life and you have your own foundation. So therefore you can go back and you have the love and appreciation for yourself of knowing that you are indeed not the people who raised you, or you're not the people who you were around and who you had to meet in their energy. You're you. And that's what we have for you today. It's very general, but it's what wanted to come through. So it's just listen to those guides, go back, bring that child into your embrace of the adult. That's what we have today, Trace. It's very general, but we don't want to go into personal details too much. But I think you know what we mean. So thank you, my friend, and welcome to our community. Yeah, I don't think it has to do with the pig. It had to do with what the pig meant to me. What I said, which is he's one of the new ones to my collection. So it's going back into something that is old, but with new perspective. Protracted angle. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Are we allowed to ask a specific question? Absolutely, you are. But thank you, Tracy. I hope we could send a little joy your way today. Thank you for being you. What do you say to people who think energy reading is bullshit? I mean, it clearly isn't. People just need to open their eyes and embrace the new facts. You know what I say to people who say that energy readings is bullshit? I say, okay, tell me more. Tell me what you believe in. To be skeptical is really important for all of us. I don't know for sure what it is we're doing. I'm just really happy to see that it seems to be helping people. And when it is, I'm just happy to be a part of it. But I don't know what it is. Energy for me could be electricity, and that we're connected in a chemical sense or a biological one. Or it could be external beings, or it can be simply pure energy. It could even be stereotypes. It could be our intelligence or our empathic abilities that we use as human beings. But no matter what it is, it's beautiful. So when someone says to me it's bullshit, I want to hear their version. Because sometimes I agree. I'm a telepath in a telepathic system that would very much agree. My twin does not believe in what we do at all. But we all seem to realize it's working in some way. All being it's energy readings, as you say, or maybe it's even placebo. It's really interesting to do research and see what it is. But all we know right now, in this very start of what we do, is that it seems to be working. And that's all I have to know. Geo Oddbox, sorry. Welcome, my friend, to a little corner. Thank you, Fesser. Today is in English. Our Friday streams are in English, and Tuesday streams, when I'm not booked, are in Swedish. So please keep to English so that everyone can understand you. But thank you and welcome. We have many people in queue today, and we will do who we can. But I just want you to know, as you have seen, my readings can be quite lengthy at times. So when you join the queue, what is with our queuing system, because my fiance built it from scratch, is that you'll stay in queue for as long as you either until you leave or you have your reading or your transference. So if we can't get to you today, we'll just continue next stream. You will stay in queue. That is what it says with the pending. That's what that means. Thank you, Tracy. It's not ASMR per se, but some people do join to just sit and listen. People are here for many different reasons, and whoever you are, you're more than welcome. It's beautiful meeting you. Can you see the little, is it coming alive yet? There it is. I need to get it up some height. Give it some height. I'm not sure it will work, but we'll see. Whoop! Did you hear that? That's a clear sign of it not working. I apologize for the noise. I will try to find a better way to stabilize this, but right now, it is what it is. We'll see. Oh, it probably doesn't want to go there. No. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. We'll see. When it heats up, maybe the flame will find its way We'll see what happens. Do I like ASMR? I do actually, yeah. So for you who wish to have something that is not as lengthy, we also have channel points that you can use to have shorter transferences of sorts. And Christian, you asked for the bubble of the day. Are you still here, Christian? The beam, yes, Paga. Because you asked for half an hour ago. Are you still here, my friend? Christian football? Christian football? Are you here? We'll come back otherwise. Okay. So, Paga, you are next in queue. Did you say you didn't really know what you wanted today? You just want to check it out? Or have you had some thoughts? You're gonna hear some pouring of water. I've not seen you in queue, my friends. Enthusiast. Was it a short one or a bigger one, so to speak? Okay, but are you ready for your transference, Paga? And we'll see what they have to say. Okay. Yes, okay. I would like to do a healing with you today, Paga. If that would be okay. I would want to work with the skin issue that we've been talking about, you and I. I would like to start that. What I would like to do is go in and open up your, we say meridians, the energetic threads or the channels of energy, but I would like to open them up, and I would like to work with translating, or actually using that word, my guides, down energy into them so that it's to prepare you for the work that we will be doing since we see each other one-on-one. So wait, I will let that be for now. So that is what I want to do today, Paga. And I will also share with you the exercise that I was talking about earlier. Thank you, Faisal. So I will bring I will work almost as with a bubble today, Paga. And I will also go in and stitch a little right here by your eye, but we're mostly just gonna open up to work with energetic threads, okay? Okay. So just sit back, relax, and this can be a communal healing as well. Whoever feel they want to be with and take part, you're more than welcome to. It's going to be a very general healing in the sense that I'm simply gonna let this beautiful comforting blanket come follow its way down, embracing you. We're gonna start from over your heads and then all the way down your body as we usually do. But with you, Paga, we're gonna focus the golden color to embrace your face first and foremost, and to open up, to create a little clearance. At first it will feel the many thoughts will be even more eager, but we'll work with slowly calming it down. Okay, it's a very brief little healing today for you, my friend. Okay, so I'm just gonna collect the energy. There we are. Beautiful, thank you. I feel we have a light worker who is transferring their energy also. I appreciate that, thank you. So, I'm gonna come to you, Paga. Hello there. And we're gently just gonna bring this over the top of your head and slowly going down. I feel there's at least 3 of you taking part. That's beautiful. Just let Shad do what it does. It's okay. All of you are welcome here, just the way you are. And we're bringing it in. The perfume is coming in. I don't think you can sense it just now. Just breathe, my friend. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna go over your eyes. And I'm just gonna work with the energy here just for a little while. Now I'm gonna open up, let this energetic thread come out. And I'm gonna put to it some beautiful healing powder. Beautiful. Now they're talking about the 3 people of you who wants to be with. We're working with warmth. It's just letting this warmth spread in your body, embracing you just for who you are. There you are. Now I'm gonna move up, Paga, and I'm right here by your forehead. Here, I'm gonna connect to the frequency of your skin and the skin issue that you're experiencing. So I'm slowly gonna let me see. There. Just let this energy in the first level of your skin. Beautiful. I have had a couple of weeks where I felt a little bit down, and a little bit. When I work with healing, I usually sense the coldness, cold waves in my fingertips. It's been my way of working with healing, and usually that's why or how and when the client also resonates. And I've not really been feeling that. I still worked with amazing, beautiful healing, but I've just missed that particular sensation. And today I had a healing where it came back, and I was so glad and so thrilled, and here it is again. So I wonder, maybe you'll be able to feel a little bit more today, Paga. But I also sense that they're working on the outer layers of your bodies. I say bodies for you who does not work with energy, because we have several bodies in an energetic sense, several energetic levels, so to speak. And we are working on the astral level to slowly bring it in so that you can comprehend it. There we are. Good. we're gonna activate your own healing orbs. We're right here in the forest. Still. Gonna activate your own healing orbs. And your healing eye. Also your third eye. To help stimulate your own healing. Good. That's good. It's very confusing. I understand. The thoughts are running wild. That's okay. It's okay. Beautiful. Just let chat be what it is. It's okay. All of you are welcome for who you are. Just breathe, Paga. I know you're getting frustrated, but it's okay. It's okay. Good. I'm gonna send this little bubble to you, Paga. Paga, I know that you're frustrated. It's okay. Everything is as it should. If you can focus, my friend, and find yourself in your inner home, this bubble that I'm working with you with, I'm gonna send it to you so that you can continue working with it yourself. But I need you to focus in order to do that. Can you do that for me? Can you let me know when you're settled, my friend? Good. All is well, my friend. I appreciate, I feel how you want to protect and how you feel there are many people coming in being disrespectful. It's okay. It's as it should be. We all do different things in order to be seen, and that's okay. For you right now, good. Just breathe. Good. Breathe. Okay. Good. Well done. Let me know when you're set, Paga. And I want you to open up that beam of yours as well. And I will be sending this bubble to you. Okay? Just let me know when you're set. I come back to chat after the transference, my friends. Good. I'm sending this to you. Open up that beam. Just listen. It's very active. Good. There you have it. Good. And there it is received. It's going to reach you in a way that you can handle, but your challenge for today is to meet this. It's very active. You should be able to feel it if you find yourself to open up. And I'll be coming back to you. Remember, can you come back and remind me to also share the exercise with you? But I want you to work with this now for a little while, and I come back to you, okay? Good. Good. Well done. Okay. Thank you, my friend. Just work with it, and I come back to you. Remind me if I start doing all other things. Geo or dogs, a bubble of the day is where I work with bubbles as a way of sending or working with energy and sending joy and comfort. And the bubble of the day is a bubble that with connecting to your, I'm still working with Paga, I can feel it. In connecting to your frequency, I find something to resemble what would help you to achieve that joy and for a little push for your well-being today. So I put that into a bubble, and this is a little resemblance, something that resonates with your energy. And then I send the bubble to you, and it's simply energy to give you that little boost and comfort. That is the bubble of the day. You redeemed the figurine too? Yes, you did. We're gonna do that. But still work, Paga. Good. See who wants to work with us today. Aha! Yes! We've been talking a lot about this, Paga. But it is that boost. It is the boost in the same direction. And it is making your own recipes. Making your own recipes. For your own cookies. Because remember, cookies are also okay. Doesn't always have to be healthy. Cookies can be healthy in the inspirational way. So maybe see readings. I like this, Paga. See readings as you do cookies. Meaning 1 or 2 is okay. But for you, you're well aware of what you need in a nutritional sense. You know what I'm talking about. So see readings as you do cookies. You can let yourself have a few sometimes, but your diet shouldn't exist of them. That's very tough love, isn't it? But I think for you, you know what I mean. Readings as cookies. Does that make any sense? Moderation, yeah. David, hello. You said you were going to come on today. Beautiful seeing you. Okay. So, Geodogs, we have quite a few people asking for readings now. I'm going to do your bubble of the day, and then we're going to have a reading or a transference. And it is Bob Tunga, who's next. And then we're going to do your figurine pool, David, and your figurine pool, Boet. And if time runs out of our hands, we will always come back and continue next week. Does this sound okay? Beautiful. So, Geo or box? Just want to make sure you're here, Geo. Geo, are you here? Sorry if you can hear my click, click, click. I'm just checking. I'm not sure. Okay, let's do your transference, Putunga. If you see Geo Airbox, it's nice with a click. I do have a message for them, so if you see them in chat, please let them know and let me know that you see them in chat. Thank you. Okay. You like the click, yeah? So, Bob Dunga, sorry. Are you ready for your transference, my friend? What would you like today? Would you like a healing or a reading? General or specific? How do you feel? Oh, there you are. Okay. Your message for you. Oh, well, good, Jill. That makes me happy. The message for you, Jill. Because if we're gonna work with your bubble today, I'm sorry I'm jumping back and forth. The message for you. Let me see. Okay. It's about knowledge, right? And it's about understanding. It's about... We're gonna do your reading next, Bobtanga. But you, Jill, it's about understanding. And it's about feeling... You know when you feel you're not quite understood, and then in the next heartbeat you feel you understand more than anyone, and this frustration and anger comes in as a manipulative side that doesn't really resonate with who you feel to be at heart. Because you're a very calm individual, there's still that sometimes you feel so misunderstood that there's a frustration in that. And it might even be, as your energy is now, you might even want to resonate with what I'm saying, but maybe you also know what I'm talking about. So what we want to work with today in your bubble, Jill, is simply the beauty, because it's the beauty of being you. You're not misunderstood, you are simply seen from a perspective that you do not see yourself. Or, most often, seen from perspective you do see yourself but don't quite feel safe with. And it's not about you being a bad person, it's not about people seeing the bad side of you, it's usually the opposite. People seeing this side to you that you feel you want them to see, but at the same time don't feel genuine with them seeing. You have all the knowledge of being you. And you are beautiful. So the small bubble today, we're gonna put a candle in. And it's to burn for you, from the knowledge of you. How it's always burning, because you feel sometimes it just lights up and you need to tell in order to be right, in order to be the accepted. And I know many can resonate with this, but the candle is always burning because it's you. You're beautiful the way you are. So that is what we put in your bubble today. And how do I know this? I know that you trust me in your energy. And if you trust me, you know that what I see in your energy, I hope to meet you. I see the anger, I see the frustration, I see the resentment. I see you. And I still appreciate the person I see. Although it's just an energy. You're beautiful the way you are. That is what we put in the bubble today. And we send it. There. They're talking about raining on your parade. When emotions of your true identity, although all of you are true, they're talking about how that almost hits you, how the sunlight hits you almost as rain. And my question is, what's wrong with rain? We need it. It's beautiful. And so are you. We're gonna come back to that, but that is the bubble for now. You have to be special. Well, you're unique. Because you are you. But the people around you are as equally unique. And sometimes we don't understand each other because we're afraid of understanding ourselves. And that's okay. Let's start with accepting you. Thank you. Okay. Babtunga, you resonate a lot with this, don't you? Although from the other side of it. Are you ready for your transference? Because you are very similar in your experience, but from opposite sides, which really just is different perspectives. Are you ready for your transference today, Babtama? I have cat hair in my little bowl because I'm working from home. I love it. Bob, my friend. Would you like your transference? Good, Paga. Can you feel the perfume? Not quite yet. It will come on. I'm waiting to hear from you, my friend Bob. Bobtunga! It's really good, Paga, that you're working with it. It's also, we have a beautiful opportunity. Hello! Are you ready for your transference, my friend? What would you like today? Would you like a reading or a healing, general or specific? Are you interested in a reading today? General healing. Oh, reading, sorry. Okay. This is really interesting. Because it comes a lot with what we had said to Geo. Because as I said before, you two are experiencing very similar situations within, but from different perspectives. we are still talking about with you now. We're talking about when we become a little bit invasive, when we become a little bit too much because we want so much to be there. We want so much to take care of someone, and then we also know the importance of taking care of ourselves. So the relationship, the balance becomes very uncertain. Sometimes we're all in, and other times we disconnect ourselves because we're reflecting on each other. So when you have someone you feel are disconnecting from you, there's so much to an individual that we can't ever see all. That's what I believe. We see what we resonate with. So when you ask why someone disconnects from you, you're actually asking the same question why you feel the need to disconnect from them. And the need you feel is because you do not know where you are in the relationship. And that reflects on also them. You feel you want to do right. You want to be there as much as you can and are invited to be, but you also need space for yourself in order to inspire them to do the same and to be healthy. This makes it so that you're not quite sure when to do what. Is this something you would resonate with, Upptanga? Yeah. And before, sometimes you were intensely there and then disconnect and you're there. So you become the word that came forth. The first thing that came forth was invasive, right? Intruding almost, but with good intention. And so it's a hunt, it's a chase. You're chasing each other, but you do so both as observant people wanting to understand their own place. So you forget a little bit about the other person because you're both very much reflecting on yourselves. You become so stuck in your head, wanting to be right to the other person, that you're not seeing what you reflect out in the relationship. So a lot of dishonesty in the friendship and became too much. Yeah. You're so much trying to form and shape yourselves so that you no longer have control over what we never have, but it really is the sense that this feeling that you no longer have control of what the other person sees. You can never have, but you also lose control over who you are, what you show, and how you behave, because you're so within yourself. And you're reflecting one another in this way. It's always been this from the start, but you act in a way that makes it so that both of you want to do, and when I say you, I mean both of you want to do not better, but you want to find the balance. You always want to find, how do I understand you, the other person? Because you make me want to understand myself. And then I'm stuck there, wanting to understand myself. because that's where you, the other person, led me to. Because there's something within you. It's a friendship where you never really understood where it came from in the first place. And then you just click, and then it just... I don't know really where I am though. I know the puzzle pieces work, but I can't see the puzzle. I don't understand what's going on. You're learning from each other, but what you find, you're confused in how to meet. Because what we see in others, we see in ourselves. So you needed space for yourself because he had you start thinking about you in ways that would disrupt your way of going through life, the way that you found to be just rolling the cogs to spin. It just works. And now, in some way, in a subconscious manner, he has you see yourself from a different perspective that always seems to go back to one and the same perspective that you would like to move away from. So you need space for yourself, when in reality you're creating space getting away from yourself so that you don't have to meet yourself, because it's within this relationship that you have to meet yourself. So you're creating space to have a breather actually from yourself. And this relationship really challenges you to meet you. So you're actually not asking to distance yourself just from him, but also from yourself. And it's inevitable. Same way we spoke about Tracy before. It's inevitable what you're running away from, but you're not ready. Why? And I'm sorry to say this. I say this with love, Bobtunga. But you're making a hen out of a feather, is what they ask me to say to you. Yeah. I'm not invalidating what has happened. I'm not saying your feelings are not... I'm not saying that you can't have the feelings you have. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm pushing you to see that what you are afraid of is the humanity of yourself. You're afraid of someone seeing the imperfect parts of you that you have to meet when you're in this relationship with this person, because what they show you is actually your angelic part, your warm part, and when you meet that triggers the other side because you need the balance. So by bringing that forward, you actually start questioning yourself. Can I really be this individual? And then you start seeing the imperfection. Then you start seeing this. When in other relationships you can just be you with not having to be knowing who you are. Would you say this makes any sense? So, am I saying that you have to go back and talk to this person? That's not the issue here. The issue is that you're putting your own ego, actually, of taking responsibility for your own humanity before appreciation for this relationship. And they are doing the same thing. Although they are more of a chaser. No, actually, you're very much the same. And you chase and you hide, and you chase and you hide. You're very much the same. I'm sorry. Because the thing is, you're not uncomfortable with yourselves either. It's just this ability of being uncomfortable with yourself. And this is where I say you make a hen out of a feather, in that why would you be such a bad person? What is so bad about you? And I have the answer to that. Or I have parts of an answer to that, because the real answer you have within yourself. But something I speak of very often is that in order to be alive, we need to be in movement. And you, from having dealt with anxiety, knows this very well. We have to be in movement in order to feel alive. And to be in movement often means to make change, have something change. That is what is to be in movement. And to change something, that usually means to fix it, to mend it, fix something that is broken. And to fix it, it then first has to be broken. So to break things is actually a part of being human, because when we break them, we have a purpose, because then we can mend it, and in that being alive. So to complicate things gives you a purpose. What to do about this? Well, acknowledge it. The relation fell apart when I started to excel in my job, and I know I shouldn't let the actions of others dictate how I feel, but I guess I felt like a friendship could withstand that. No, I understand this as well, because the way that he brings up, would you resonate with bringing out the angelic part of you, which also has the devil come in a little bit, the imperfections, seeing the humanity in it? Would you resonate a little bit when I say that? Because this makes sense to me, why this would happen. Yes, okay, because now when you have a job to do, when you have attention, and I don't mean that in a bad way, when someone sees you, when you feel you're good at something, you don't really want to meet that other part that could ruin this, right? So you have to be good at also this, which makes it so that you have to break it, so that you can fix it, so that it can be in movement, so that you can keep in balance of your successes. Does that make any sense at all? No? What I just said. You need to keep up with all the parts in your life being, when you excel at something, you need to excel at the other as well. Then we need to break it so that we can fix it. And at the same time, he does bring out you. And you, the person behind, is someone you making, like I said, a hen out of a feather. You're uncomfortable with yourself in a sense that you don't have to be. Because it becomes, and I'm sorry to say, but I know you've been thinking this too, it becomes rather shallow, in a sense that you try to look at yourself only through your actions. And when it comes down to be who you are, there's something that you don't really want to meet. And there's nothing wrong there. There's nothing in that is awful. It's just you. And you trigger this, the two of you in each other. So it's a beautiful opportunity to meet that. And to say, what are we doing actually? Because everything that we do for a reason. We do for our own well-being. So there's something in this. And now when we can see it from a different perspective, beautiful. Whether you want to do this on your own or with him, but since you say you feel comfortable with him, why not? Why not actually just look at it and just say, what are we actually doing? What is going on? What is it really that is causing this? Because I don't think it has to do with the schedule. I don't feel it has to do with you focusing on something else in a time sense. I feel it's you focusing on something else in an emotional sense. But you are the one who always brings up how easy it should be to be alive. In just, not that life is simple, but in, why are people around me feeling bad about themselves when they're really good at what they do and who they are, and they should just embrace who they are and what they do. And you always have this, very down to earth look at things, at the same time being the complete opposite. So take care of yourself in that. Have your different parts meet each other. They said read each other here. So that just look at it. What is it really? What's going on here? Because you're not afraid of being judged. Or are you? This that you say you never do, and there's no reason for it. Could that be the actual reason behind this? And in that case, I can promise you they feel the same way. And you would never judge him. And if you do, that will be something that you should be open with, because there's a reason for it. You want the best. Yeah. You just want the best for him. He wants the best for you. You want the best in life. So just meet and greet it. So your question was, why does he feel he has to distance himself? And the answer is actually the question. Why do you feel you need to distance yourself? And bring those questions to the table and just talk about it. Completely open. Yeah? I felt that sunk in. It's quite interesting actually, because it's a horse that wants to come in, and it's far away from your energy, but they want to challenge new perspectives. And sitting on the back of a horse and just gliding through, just having the wind in your hair, but from a very new perspective, feeling the creature underneath you. I just wanted to bring new perspective to it. So there you have it. It's also one of the new ones, actually. But really, talk about it. It's simple. Keep it simple. And when it's difficult, then it's all underneath the same sky. I promise you, all the people around you experience similar emotions, although for different reasons. We should just challenge these taboos and just talk about it. The way you've been preaching, but really believe yourself you can do it. Sounds good? How do you feel, my friend? Do you have any more questions, or do you feel, let's do this? Does it make any sense? Yeah, good. Beautiful. Thank you, my friend. Sometimes I can seem rather harsh and very... That's just how I am. Thank you, Paga. I feel you have worked very well with your energy, and I feel it's time to close that down a little bit. And the exercise, Paga, this is an exercise that I've actually shared before with one particular person in the community. We've been streaming for a year, by the way. So this was back when we started. A year is not a long time, but it's a year. And it's something that is actually a really interesting exercise. And it is for people who feel like you do. Hi, Sentham, by the way. Hi, my friend. How are you today? When the thoughts are all buzzy bees and we can't really reach our hearts, when our breathing stops here and it just this is actually a really interesting exercise. So what I want you to do, and whoever feel they resonate with this, I want you, Paga, look at something, a physical object that you can move around. So a rather small one. Can you look around yourself and find an object? Can you do that, please? I agree, Santhan. Thank you. It's just I trust what I do, and so that energy comes forth, and that's love, I feel. Good. Would you like to tell us what the object is, or would you like to keep it a secret? It doesn't really matter. It's how you feel, my friend. Are the sound levels okay, by the way, Pimpers? It's no worries, Pega. But let me know when you feel ready to listen to the exercise, my friend. Good, thank you. A hand spinner, okay. So this spinner, let's call it a spinner then. I want you to hold it in hand, and when you feel safe, some people want to do this when they are alone in the house. Some people can do it also when other people are home, but it's when you feel safe, because the exercise is about mindfulness, and it's really about showing yourself your surrounding. So it is simply, and I'm sorry for everyone, I know my readings are lengthy, but I encourage you to also listen to the other people having their transferences, because there's a reason you're here, and sometimes there's something you can resonate with. So I apologize, but I also send you all the bubbles. This is me. So this little spinner, right? I want you to give it a guided tour of your room, of your house, where you feel safe and where you are. I want you to guide the object around and talk to it about what everything is that you see. If you have some memories around it, if you have some thoughts around it, and just saying, well, this, you can't quite see it, but this is the beam, it's the structure of the beam that we sometimes have on stream. Right now you can't see it in the camera, but this object of mine can see it. This is the structure. And then here we have my pencil. This is my book that I usually write in. And to give a guided tour of what is around you, of your house, if you feel safe, and actually out loud show this object your home. Why? It's about finding the mindfulness of being here and now. So who you're truly showing it to is yourself. But when we imagine it being something else, we usually let on more detail, because we don't take things for granted. So I want you to show your spinner when you feel safe and ready. We said this weekend, right? I want you to give it a guided tour of the surrounding of your home. Can you do that? Do you understand the exercise? Yeah. Do you feel it's something that you want to try? Good. Then try it this weekend. And for you, other people who feel, oh, this might be interesting to try, do so. Do so when you feel safe. And remember, it's simply an exercise to let you be aware of what is around you. But it's quite a beautiful little one. So try it if you feel like it. Thank you, Senton. I appreciate it. And you too, Gio. Okay. So try and see how you feel about it. And you do it for as long as you feel you want to. You don't have to do it much, or you can go on for a little while. And you can do it sometime when you feel, okay, I need to land. It's a way of landing in here and now. Just don't go on too long about one thing, because you can end up in that thought pattern. To give a guided tour. Yeah. Try it. Do so. It's good, Paga. Try it, my friend. Christian Football. I saw you were actually in chat now. You asked for a bubble of the day. Are you here, my friend? As I say, I do as much as we have time for today, and then I just continue next week. That is what is so good with our queuing system, is that you stay in queue until you have your transference, or until you decide to leave. Okay. Then we ask David instead. Are you here, my friend? Are you still here? You asked for a figurine pull? Thank you, Paga. I shared it first time a year back, somewhere around there, a couple of months at least, when we streamed from the office. It's a really interesting little exercise. Are you ready for your figurine pull, David? Oh, that's interesting. I think you've seen this one before. Oh, he's got a little ink on him. Oh, poor boy. It's a little doggy. Many of you who come to me and who meet me in private sessions and also here on stream will find this to be quite funny. But David, I'm gonna say to you now, it's time to write things down. I say this a lot, I know I do. But David, you got so much going on that you need to start writing things down. I feel you really opened up, in a sense that you opened up so much that you are starting to close off again, because there's so much hitting you. There's so much information, but now it's more inspirational information coming through. So you need to collect your thoughts in a little jar. And for you, I feel writing it down is necessary. It's actually necessary. You know, this is also part of what you do. You need to start writing it down. So this little dog is all about running after every ball, you know, and wanting to play with every ball, but there's so many balls that he doesn't know which one to play with. So you need to stretch the balls out one at a time. But I know many will resonate with this and will laugh a little, because I talk a lot about writing things down, but I I say it for a reason, and you're running after so many balls and so many toys and so much going on to steal your focus, and you're jumping back and forth. It's time to reconnect your thoughts and to write it down. So the puppy symbolizes you running after each and everything that is around you. Because the tiredness that you feel, it's like everything comes to you and then it almost gets silent because there's so much. And I shared with you the knowledge before. We spoke about the knowledge and believing in your own knowledge. And now when you are open to so much from the outside, you need to write it down so you can meet it at a stage and at a pace that you feel you can handle. Because you need that time to reflect, David. And if it doesn't make any sense now, it will very soon do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I see this puppy running back and forth, chasing everything until it gets all tight. And we need to start stretching it simply so that you can come back to what you find interesting and reconnect your thought trail. In a sense that you don't have to feel you're missing out. It will make sense shortly. So just remember it, okay? Collect them, the thoughts, so you can come back to the ones that you find inspirational at a later point. And make yourself have the time to meet them. Okay? Does that sound okay, David? Okay. Does it make any sense? It will shortly if it does not now. I hope. Because you have the personal trait of wanting to run after things when you're out, when you're not hiding. So just remember to write it down so you don't have to be afraid of losing it. Yeah. Thank you. With love, my friend. I hope it will resonate one day. Thank you. You're doing a great job, by the way. Just keep on moving, okay? You can do it. You can do it. Poet, are you still here, my friend? Maybe you are. Yes, you should be. Hello. You asked for a silent figurine pull? Are you ready for it? You will laugh a little. You've seen it before. And I know that Luna, if you're still here, you will like this too. Pay attention to the ears. Good. You'll go here. Or actually, we'll go here. It is, yeah? It is an elephant, baby. Thank you. And Senthin, are you here, my friend? There is a message though. You asked for a silent figurine pull. But there's a short little message, okay? And there's 2 figurines, and they've both been with us before. And it's these 2. And it's about sometimes the superhero has to take off his cape too and rest. The cape doesn't always have to be on. We need to lick our wounds somewhat. We put in. Oh, can they go there? Yes. Good. Oh, with love, my friend. Cute boy, you've been waiting for ages. Yeah. Are you ready for your transference, my friend? Cute boy 96. There is someone who's been waiting and doing all the other things. You okay, my friend? Are you ready for your transference? Would you like a healing or a reading today? General or specific? You should, Senton. Thank you. You're beautiful the way you are. But cute boy, general reading, absolutely. Are you one of our Swedish friends, cute boy? Or are you not? I just got some Swedish vibe with you. Maybe I've seen you type in Swedish before, maybe it was something else. I apologize if I'm wrong. I'm not up in your frequency yet. And nationality is not usually part of what comes through to me. You are? Yeah, okay. I thought so. Is it okay we do the reading in English though? Just go back to it, Paga. Come back to it sometimes, and you have no reason to feel crazy. But I understand. But it's a good exercise. Just trust yourself. You know your own mind, my friend. Okay. Oh. Ooh, it's difficult to sit still, is it? It's difficult to be calm. Everything just in the body, no? It's been very much, many readings today have been about jumping back and forth between being in all the silence and then being too much. And when with you, I see you've been working so hard on finding ways to calm yourself down. But I feel you've been pressuring yourself too much, cute boy. You've been trying to find the tools that other people have given you, but you've not yet found the reason to why you have to change. I apologize if you do not resonate. Do you understand what I'm talking about, cute boy? I love that name, by the way. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Have I found your frequency so I can continue with it? Because I feel I have. Because I feel people are giving you tools to change you in some way or form, but at the same time you don't understand why you have to change, and you don't. That's the problem. Or that's why you feel you can't find how to do it, how to find you in yourself, because people are questioning who you are, and you don't really understand why they're asking you to change, and they're not. They're asking you to change the way you look at things so that you can feel safe in your life, so that you can have those thoughts be clear, so that you can enjoy yourself and who you are, and realizing what it is that you want to do. I feel you've been so pondered on from other people about which direction to go in your life and what to do, and really also how to think and how to be. They're talking about, to explain this, they are talking about, and I'm not seeing if this is directly you or if it is metaphorical, but what they are, we can look into it and see if we can experiment with this. But what they're talking about is basically they're talking about how we treat people with ADHD and how we want to go in and prescribe them with medicine to find calm and to be able to be content. And it feels like we are dealing with this kind of someone wanting to change us without first realizing the actual outlet that we need, or why we just want to be alone sometimes. People are so much on about having to behave in a way that we don't see the reason to, that we need to be social in a sense that we don't see there's no meaning in it for us, because we just want to be ourselves. And I'm referring to you in this. I feel like you're someone who wants to be for themselves a little bit and want to really, relationships and friendship means a lot to you in that you take them seriously. Every aspect of a relationship that you meet, every time you meet a person, you want to take them seriously, and people are trying to push you into somewhere where it just should be because of, and you feel you want a greater reason for that. You want deeper emotions than that. At the same time, you find yourself still wanting to change yourself. So maybe it's more about that, wanting to fit in a sense that doesn't really make any sense to you. Wanting to shape yourself so that you might understand why people behave the way they do, so that you can understand why that is a thing. A lot is coming up now, because I think a lot of this has been happening subconsciously, I think, and if you don't resonate, that's okay. And do tell me if you do not, but it just feels like you just want to be you, and you want to understand, have a deeper meaning of you for your relationships than what people have showed you can have. And so people been on trying to change you and you started to try to shift to become someone that you're not, essentially. The same way many people do, but you do this quite subtly. Part of you might even... It feels like sometimes you overplay or overdo what you do to try to find a reason behind why people do it. and still not finding it because you just want to be you and that's the only person you can be. So why change? It's never been about changing. It's always been about realizing, and that's that awful word, the potential. But when we talk about realizing our potential, it's not about what we can do, it's who we can be in being ourselves. When we just breathe, when we just have a space where we may think the way we think without having anyone judge us or feel they're judging us. You have so many thoughts going on inside of your head. You have an outlook that you sometimes don't see the reason to share because it's just life. And what can I give you in this? Really? I just want to show you that there are people who see you. And that if you can see yourself, you can slowly let yourself come out in a personality that you display to others. It's not something you have to do now, but it's simply about relaxing within yourself. Not pulling yourself so hard and trying to be someone who you're not, because you're beautiful the way you are. And when people feel you're being not authentic, when you feel people are experiencing you as someone who's maybe over the top, that's simply because you are in a sense not being authentic. In that sense of what you say, but the reason, the meaning behind it and what you do is genuine. You just want to understand the world and you want to show people that it's okay to be just what they are, but everything seems so plastic, if that makes any sense, out there in the world. And you just want to bring back being you. So this is just that push, that little nudge. Slowly by slowly you can introduce your own calm into the bustle of society, of around you. Because this comes from feeling you have to be someone that you're not. And you're right, there's no reason for it. But why people have said so to you before? Is simply because they want you to feel safe in yourself. You know what I said before? What we see in someone else is what we resonate with within ourselves. So when people around you see something that they find to be insecurity within themselves, they want to help. And their way of doing so is to be sociable in a way. So they want to show that to you, but in reality, all you want to do is be yourself, as the rest of us. So this intelligence, this mind that you have, this understanding, this outlook of life, of it being really simple in the most advanced way, but still simple, can really inspire others. So if this reading makes any sense to you, cute boy, what I'm saying is, let this be that little nudge. Your potential is not within you having to be and achieve being someone you're not. Your potential lies in bringing what is you out there in the world. and letting it be just that. Realizing your own potential in simply being you. Thanking people who've been trying to change you simply because they were trying to help in their way. The same way you do yourself. It's okay to be insecure. You can be sure in that you are beautiful the way you are. As simple as that. So let this be that small little nudge. Because you're right, life is simple when it comes down to it. So to be that inspiration is to be you. I'm gonna have a silent figurine pull with this cute boy. And it's the fox. It's actually with a message though. I said it was gonna be silent, but there is a message. You don't have to be sly just because you're wise. And that has nothing to do with what you are now, but what you are afraid of having the risk of becoming. And the wisdom has nothing to do with over-intelligence, it simply has to do with the experience of life. And having the outlook you do, with it really being quite simple. The foundation of it. So don't be afraid. I'm not. Don't be afraid to be afraid even. Trust your gut feeling, because you're right. It's simple, and all we need is appreciation. Thank you. Did anything resonate with you, my friend? Because that is what I have for you today. Thank you. And thank you for being here. I'm on the clicking again, huh? I'm gonna check if Christian Football. It says you should be here, my friend. Are you here, Christian Football? Because you do have a pending bubble, my friend. There it is. Otherwise, we have protracted angle. Are you here? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Mm. Protracted angle? Are you here, my friend? I'm looking for Christian football or protracted angle. Hey, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. You're next for a transference. Would you like one? Thank you. That's good to know. Would you like your transference, my friend? Would you like a reading or a healing? General or specific? It's getting crowded here today. Around our little candle. Reading or healing, general or specific? A focused or a general one? Oop. Oops. I apologize. It was a candle. I usually blow that out at the end of the stream, but the beam wanted to go now. I apologize for the sound. I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. Oh, you can see. You can see what happened. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's okay. Yes, a general one. This doesn't look very good, does it? Ah, it's okay. We'll have to deal. Okay. Props energy chaos? Yeah. I want to actually work with your shins today. Your lower legs. I want to start there. Oh, that was the wrong person. I apologize. They are no longer here, so let me just have my clicks. Now let's see. There we are. Your lower legs, your ankles, and your chins I want to work with today. To start there. But you inspire chaos. That's good though. Doesn't have to be in a bad way, my friend. You put a lot of stress in your legs. Dina Wood, welcome, my friend. Welcome to a little corner. So I want to work. I'm gonna see if I found your frequency protected. There you are. Okay. So you have stress coming from your legs, up your tummy and your chest. But you put a lot of stress in your legs or in the energetic part of your legs. You're very soft Usually we ground through our feet, right? And when we have judgment and such, we usually put them down by our feet. Your energy is very, very light underneath your tummy though. So in an energetic sense, and it could be in a different body as an astral one, I do definitely, however, want to work with your ankles and with your... I was just listening to talking about how you indeed connect your ground also through your feet. You have a very clear channel and it's somewhat blocked. So for you, the energy flows from your feet and up your body. So we want to work with the gates, so to speak, in your ankles and your shins. Okay? So let me just come through. There you are. Oh, there's fear here. That's okay. You're safe. Let me put your hand over your knee. Your right hand side knee. Do you feel the warmth? You're safe. They're telling me to be very careful with talking about certain body parts. We're doing so in an energetic sense, okay? You're safe. Do you feel the warmth a little bit protracted? I'm on your right hand side knee, and now I'm coming down. I'm simply introducing the energy. Good, you're used to this. You have your angels with you. Good. Your right knee was destroyed in a horse riding accident. You feel the warmth? Because we're simply starting here and introducing the feeling. There, good. Now it's connecting to the back side of your leg. Good. Good. We're pulling this energy down your leg a little bit to stabilize it. Very beautiful. I usually work with chill energy, chilly, cold. This is very, very warm. Beautiful. Good. Down your shin here, I'm going to open up for your own healing orbs. It's something we all have, don't worry. To stabilize it. Underneath your feet, your foot, I'm going to put a little bubble. There. Good. Now there's a clear difference between right and left in temperature. Good. Beautiful. I'm going to put a bubble in your right knee to just help stabilizing that and to work with that energy. Okay, the pain is okay. It's okay. Just breathe. Very good. Let's move things around a little bit. I was checking if they wanted me to come in and stitch, but we want to simply move things to its original position and to help heal. Not anything that will happen in a snap of a finger. No quick fix, but just help. There we have it. Just help it come back. That's good, okay. And we got an energetic thread that's been caught up in a tassel, so to speak. Let's just see. Slowly pulling it out. There. Okay, here I want to stitch. Okay, so what I do, because it's been so long, for so long, it's been tense, and it's been pushed to its limit, and now when we pull it out from this knot that it's been sat in, it breaks a little. So what I want to do is help stitch that back together, and I am on your outer side of your knee now, somewhat a little bit in beneath your knee, but on your outer side, so to speak, some centimeter in there. So what I'm going to do is I take one side of the thread, one part of the thread, there, and I'm asking for a contractor that I put on that side, and I ask my guides to hold that, and then I see if I find the other, there it is, the other part of that thread, and I ask for a conductor there, and then I'm going to take both parts. Let me do it like this so you can see. Let me see, where did we have that? There it is. And then I'm slowly going to push the two together. Very gently. Good, that's cooled. Good. So now we stitch the two together. I think it will be your knee that we work on today, and also going down your shins. There, but especially your knee. Try to hold it up so you can see what I'm doing. And then we take an energetic plaster and we put it on the energetic thread to help heal the stitches. And because this is my energy, what we'll do is we'll take a little, they're saying grain, they usually say a feather, but a grain of your energy, and we're gonna sweep it over so that it's just your own. Then we slowly let it back into position. I'm going to put in a little bubble to help hold it. There we go. Now I hear some creaks and peaks. That's good. Now I'm simply going to work with intentional healing of your knee. Also up somewhat your leg. And we have the big muscle here. See if we can help it back into place from the left side, and there, almost. There. Good, very good. Now I'm going to put another bubble here and also open up for your own healing orbs. There. Really, really good. Now on the front of your knee you have an energetic thread rather big one of the meridian that I will stitch together as well. And then we will let your knee rest. But I want to stitch these two together because you're doing really well. Protracted. They're actually not cut fully, so I'm just gonna come in and stitch. Good. And some band-aid to help heal the stitches. Good. That's really good. And your energy. Aha. Very good. Beautiful. And we're going to take yet another bubble. And we're going to meet that with a bubble of your energy. Because we all have the power to heal. And we'll push the two together. I have someone studying me very closely now. Hello. And we're gonna show this to your inner child. Yes, trust, my friend. And slowly covering it, putting it down over your knee for comfort. Good. Very well done, my friend. Now, that's good. Coming down to your shins again, and we're opening up that channel. There. And the other side. There. Good. Now, we're gonna come over to the left leg, of course, also. Just letting that energy spread. And here the foot is a little bit sad. See if we can help the foot as well, your left foot. Just straightening it up somewhat. That's good. Okay. Okay. So beautiful. Thank you, my friend. Okay. So I feel you have your third body, your astral body would it be? That we need to see if we can have come back into place. Good. Well done. That's what we will do today, my friend, because now I feel you need to rest somewhat. But it feels good, huh? Yes, we're going to move up the energy somewhat up the body as well so that you're connected. So just let that move up into your chest. Ooh! You can feel that in the tummy. Things are starting to move. I'm going to put in some healing powder of the meridian as well. Just have that move a little somewhat. And open up for your own healing orbs. And then out your arms. And now this healing orbs you have in your hands facing outwards. For now we're gonna face them inwards so you get to heal yourself and feel content and happy within yourself. Then they're naturally gonna come out again and work in the balance. You know this. So just slowly. There you go. That's what we do today. Does it feel okay, my friend? That's what I want to do today. Thank you. How are you feeling? Protected? Just breathe and find that focus. All is well. Thank you for letting me work a little with you. I would love to continue working. This is something that will work in its own pace, as you know. And if you want to come back here and work some more, you're more than welcome. And if you feel it looks really good, so it's definitely something that you can do at your own pace. But thank you for letting me do this today. Thank you. That's good. It's working. But be gentle with yourself. And always, always, always seek medical profession first. Medical help first. You know this. Always. It's important. This is just something we add to it. It's important. Thank you, my friend. I feel the worm still working. It's beautiful. This is why I love what I do. Beautiful. Okay. I'm back to the click. Christian Football, have you showed up yet, my friend? Or are you busy? Thank you, Protracted, and thank you for being here. It's beautiful meeting you. You said that you were in a riding accident as well. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. There we go. You said that you were in a riding accident as well. It's interesting that the candle would spill over the horse, no? And the horse's hooves. There are, of course, coincidences. But it's quite interesting, isn't it? Okay. The last one we have on our list for transferences today are Geo. You asked also for a transference? We connected, yeah. It's beautiful. I'm a telepath, you know, my friend. It's beautiful meeting you. Geo, are you still here? Geo Oddbox? Are you here, my friend? Just be gentle with yourself, Protracted, and remember that what is important is to be you, not to show the world that you're you, but to be you, and to let the world see it. There's a difference. What would you like today, Gio? You had a little small reading before. What would you like today? Would you like a more extensive one? Or would you like a healing? What would you like, my friend? And I think your reading will probably be the last thing we do. We'll see. We'll see how we do. Thank you. And do join us on Discord if you feel like it. If you not already have. It's the easiest way to get in contact with me. That's okay, Gio. I understand. It was what we spoke about before also, with knowledge and understanding, and when we feel misunderstood, sometimes it's easier to feel we don't have to understand ourselves either, because nothing makes sense, so we just are a being, in a sense, in a way. Hello, stray cat. How are you? So I understand, and it's okay. Let's look at it, shall we? I definitely want to work with your tummy, with your digestive system and your intestines, too. Because it's a bit clogged with all that we just, well, disrespect ourselves with, the same way you say. Yeah. So yes, like, just let us open up the frequency. I'm just gonna end the process with Paga before I start with you, because it's time to close that down. So I'm just gonna good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's work with your intestines today, shall we? It's just another part of the body, Gio. And they are amazing in what they do for us. So let's do it, right? Actually, I feel there's another one that wants to work with us today. Or another twig. This one I usually work with clusters with. So I feel there's loads of emotion stuck in your intestines as well. Interesting. Let's see. Okay. Let's build up beautiful rainbow colors. We're gonna use the sun energy today they're talking about with you. They're talking about hiding behind the moon. And now we're gonna bring it out in the sun. We're gonna use heat, there's loads of heat today, to help clean those intestines. So let me just find your frequency. Jill, it's okay, calm down. Hello. Hi. I've traveled to you in energy. You may experience sensations. It's okay. I'm just here to provide some healing and to work with you, Gio. So I'm putting my hands on your stomach now, on your tummy, on your right hand side, on your side. Good. Okay, we do have a cluster here, and it's about being prude. It's about holding back and all that frustration that lies underneath. And when I'm saying prude, I mean just I want to have it all out. You know, I want to say things that I can't, and I'm holding myself back. So that's, we're gonna see if we can have that come out. Let's see. There it is. There it is. Very good. Good. And let's see if we can loosen its grip completely. There. Good. Now it almost feels a little bit dizzy. It's okay. Gonna meet this cluster. See if it wants to come off. Yes, it does. Gonna meet it. Show it the appreciation and love that it deserves. It's okay. Everyone sometimes is angry, frustrated. We all want to curse and scream sometimes. You hold yourself back. Find an outlet for it. You're as deserving as the rest of us. Let's bring in some joy. Bubble. We're also talking about getting teased, being teased and bullied. I actually saw a question in chat that I forgot to answer. That was if I was ever teased by doing this when I was in school. Indeed I was, and bullied. I went to a school where we believed in witches. It was part of our tradition because the school was located in a small community where the folklore talked about this witch that was killed for conducting witchery, so to speak. So that was part of what we were taught in school, was just this folklore. And then when I moved to another school, another location, and I was to talk about what I knew, well then, one day I brought this up and spoke about this law that I'd been taught about. And in this location, it was nothing like it, right? What they had known. So I became the witch. And then when I was interested in, well, I communicated with spirit, and I met someone who was into magic, as it is, or as it were, and we experimented with that. Although now I believe there are other methods to it. I don't believe it's magic. I believe everything is magic. But then we saw it as it. And of course, then I was, well, seemingly being how I look as well with my appearance. It wasn't difficult to make stories up and have people who didn't know me come forth and say how sorry they were for things that they've heard, rumors about me that wasn't true. So yes, I was teased, but most of all, I was bullied by myself, and that's what we're dealing with here as well. When we are in a different way and people are teasing us and looking down at us, they are doing so in a time frame, and we continue to do so always, Jill. And that's what this cluster is about. So we're just gonna meet it, and we're showing, because depression and anxiety and all of this is actually, I believe it is not showing what we can never achieve. It's not about you can never do this. I believe it's about talking about our potential, or where we're already headed, or the potential that we're not yet showing us, letting ourselves do. Not what we can never be, but who we actually are, if we just let ourselves see it. So let's very slowly, gently put this back, and when I put this back, I will start to move down your intestines, okay, to clear the channel. Nothing unpleasant will happen, don't worry. It's simply in an energetic way that will work with you at the pace that you can handle. So it's okay, okay? So, placing it gently back. And then I'm bringing in some healing powder. And now we're gonna move down. We're moving, bringing the healing powder, letting it heal on the way, flushing the system. Beautiful. Here we have a little work. I feel it starting to move, to talk a little, tummy. It's beautiful. And down. And it's almost every time the intestine bends, almost like we got a little hiccup there. It's just right there it goes. Which makes sense, I guess. Good. Really good. Disconnect also to your backside. If you were to sit up a little, my friend. Coming to your backside, to your back, your spine, by your tailbone, and just straightening it up a bit from the front. Let me see. There you go. Very good. That helped with the breathing. Can you see? Can you feel that? It's very good, Gio. Sorry. Just gonna wake your tummy up a bit to start the process. Good. Good. Now your back is carrying a lot, so let's help it. Putting in a small little bubble by your spine, by your tailbone, to help steady that. And that we're gonna pull up all up your spine, out your shoulder blades. Good, really good. And that neck of yours, that head of all usually hanging, let's pull it up, helping the breathing. Good. There's a lot of emotion now, especially around your ears. That's okay. It's okay. I'm just putting this small little crystal bubble of joy. When you cry, Jill, it's just an outlet. It's beautiful. You don't have to feel you need to have a reason for crying. You're very good at just letting it out, so don't try to restrict yourself in that. Okay? Now coming to your sides underneath here. I'm gonna open up your own healing wounds here to help carry you. And up front. What you feel here, with it stopping here sometimes, we have our communication center. And you know when you lose track of your thoughts, it feels you are also afraid of losing track of what you say to others, so conversation. So you rather say little than losing track of what it was you said when this happens. And this affects your throat and your communication centra and your throat chakra. So we're just gonna show appreciation for who you are. Maybe you can do this that I said to someone else. Write it down, because you know that you know why you're prone to forgetting. Part of that is also because you really don't want to. You're afraid of being not enough and of forgetting things, because you know that's simply what you do sometimes. And then you look down on yourself and you are judgmental towards yourself. And if you start to appreciate that as part of who you are and start to work with that instead, and catching those thoughts when you feel you have to, or actually just believe in them. If they are important, they will come back. It's all about centering yourself. You know all about this. Oh, I've been thinking about doing yoga, and I've been thinking of centering myself in all different ways. Take this as the nudge of starting to do so. Because why you're forgetting things is because of the stress you're putting on yourself. Because you will forget. Center yourself. Just be you. Yeah? A little tickle underneath your hands and your feet. Beautiful. Good. That's what I want to do today. And I want you actually to yourself. I want you to bring that beautiful healing you have in your hands. I want you to, as far as you can go, reach as far as you can go, and then just feel that energy and embrace yourself from over your head. Just pull it down with all that beauty that is you. Good. Oh, it's okay. The body says ouch sometimes. It's okay. Okay. Now it's hard to breathe. So I'm gonna come to your face and I'm gonna pull your energy. It's okay, just continue what you're doing. I'm gonna pull your energy different directions, okay? So I'm gonna pull your energy this way. This is all that you don't want to see about yourself. It's okay. And the other direction is all you wish you had. And now, balancing that out to you. Hi. Good. Good work. That's what I want to do today. You're beautiful the way you are. And please do come back and we can continue to work. Yeah? And if you want to work with me, Gio, in a personal process, I have those too, and I have some slots left. Contact me on Discord if you're interested. Yeah? This is what I want to do today. How do you feel? How are you feeling, my friend? Excited but confused? I want to wake that fire to take care of yourself because you deserve it. And I want us to meet it in that. It's simple. It's simple. It's just you. And you're beautiful. Stop teasing yourself. It's time to stop bullying yourself. And meet what is within that instead. Yeah. Hi, Fabian. I'll see you next time, my friend. Beautiful seeing you. I'm sorry I missed you before. Take care. Have a good evening, my friend. I'll get back to you also about what we spoke about on Discord, because I sense you might have some time right now and then in a couple of weeks for a month. I'll see you, my friend. Thank you. That's good. And Gio, do contact me if you feel like it, because I would love to be here for you to find that fighting spirit in just being you. But it's how you feel. Thank you. Thank you for letting me give you that, both the small reading and now the healing. It's beautiful. Thank you. So much going on in chat, and I'm always in what I do, so I miss it. We are gonna do it so that I've been talking to my fiance. I think we've been looking at working so that I see the chat of the individual that I work with at the moment, that I see your comments in a separate window. I hope to be able to do that, so I at least can work with the person who's here. But I'm gonna pay better. I can't even say it because I know it won't happen. I try to follow chat, but it's difficult. But it's beautiful having you here, Fabian. Yeah. Love and like you. Absolutely. Why are you so afraid to be teaching others? To have the focus on you? Think that you do not have enough knowledge, do you? Because it's not true. Your very own searching for yourself talks about your appreciation for yourself, which is a great deal of inspiration to others. Keep that in mind. Luna. I do the click again. No one knows everything. No, absolutely not. But someone knows something, or everyone knows something, a little something. And the more perspectives, the better. Yeah. Think yourself in shallow wounds that still need to work on and let go. Yes. And it's always going to be part of you. So it's about not letting it go in a way of pushing them away, but rather letting go in a way of creating a relationship to them and feel, you know what? You're always going to be a part of me, and I'm goddamn beautiful the way I am. So let's take each other in hand, see it as the experience it is, and meet the future. But as I said, I would love to do it with you if you should feel you want to. You can do it yourself. But you shouldn't be afraid, or they say it's okay to be afraid, but this little push is that you shouldn't be afraid to show it to others and to be that inspirational figure that you want to be, that you see yourself being but feel you can't be. That is your potential. You are already on your way there. It's not about finding your path, it's about realizing the path you're already on. And you're taking yourself so far already. And all of your demons have been with you all the time. You're still this beautiful individual, and you deserve to be part of your own life. Yeah. We're never gonna find perfection in ourselves. And that is what makes us so beautiful. But we always have these abilities to see from different perspectives. When something triggers us, there we have an opportunity to see new parts of ourselves. And sometimes we're so scared of seeing new parts because we just realized how to manage the one we already found. So what it's about, like you said, let it go. But meaning just take care of the thing that you do have, the things you can see in yourself. Start there. Meet and greet. Let it be just what it is. It's always going to be with you. Everything is the same, but from different perspectives. And your fear is also your own self-love. So ask the fear what it actually says. You're afraid of being judged. Well, then ask the question, why are you judging yourself? Because that is what I know, and I've been so hurt previously, and people just take one look at me and feel I am not worthy of nothing but laughter. Well, then that tells more of them than of you. And the times it has happened has been that time, those times. But for you, you do that to yourself all the time. So meet the one who's always there, meaning you. Start from your heart. And if I can't give you nothing else, all I want to say to you is hi. When we're frustrated about ourselves, we are actually frustrated because we want something different. And when we can see we want something different, that's love. And that's also us seeing our opportunities. Our depression, or anxiety, or fear in your case, can become our best friend pro-life. Because it has the capacity of showing us what we really want. And it's what we can be. Not saying, oh, what I want is to end my life, but rather what I can do is to do the thing that I think I can't and I can't live without. It's not that you will never reach it. Is that you have the potential of doing so, and the frustration comes from you not giving yourself the opportunity to, or the appreciation enough to do. And what can you do about it? Acknowledge it. There's always more time. Acknowledge it, and little by little, let yourself see what you can actually do. Listen to your shadow to see the light in life, because life is happening right now, whether you like it or not. So why not take part in it? We're all gonna die one day or another, so let's enjoy the life we do have, the time we have. I think we deserve it. And all the negativity, well, it's the other side of the positives, meaning it's still the positives. Hello, something. You can do it. And that's what depression says. Our frustration on why we're not doing what we know we can. Meet it and see. That's what I work with. That's what I do with my clients, is to working towards these taboos and how we can create relationships to them, to meet them and greet them and understand parts of them, instead of trying to spit at them and keep them at a distance, and in that lose track of ourselves and have these triggers all around that we don't know where they come from, because we anchored things to them subconsciously that we are, by shutting some out, shutting out ourselves. It's okay to do, because we are living right now, and I can't tell you how to live your life. But it's beautiful if you get to be part of it and have less triggers. And how to do that? By meeting the anchors within. And how to do that? Well, those are usually the ones screaming at you. So listen. Give them a chance to be heard. Take them in hand, and then show them your future in life. See the other side of it. If I am angry with myself because I can never be an artist, what does that tell me? It really tells me my own potential of creating art. And what am I frustrated with? What is blocking my self-approval of creating art? But I already know I can do it. Georgie, thank you so much for your donation. That warms my heart. Thank you. This is what I believe. Yeah. So then, we've actually reached the end of the stream. So I'm gonna give Luna, if you're still here, I'm gonna do your message. And then something, maybe we can do a very short one of yours, and then you will be still in queue, as have happened before, I'm sure. But we reached the end of the stream. Yeah. Thank you, Georgie. I truly, truly appreciate it. How are you, my friend? So, Luna, thank you. Let me see, where did it go? There it is. Of course I do. And I know exactly what it's gonna be. Luna. You have been so humble and so gracious. That's a word I don't want to use, but it came through anyway. With this, what happened over the last couple of days. But there is still something that you need to meet, that you're keeping a little bit aside, away from you, but you're trying to show it appreciation. So here it goes. Are you ready? She's always gonna be with you. And she's right there. She's right there with you. She's always gonna be. And there's nothing more than love. Yeah. I know you know, but I want you to also embrace it. And the feelings that you have towards it, you need to meet. You know the wall that we spoke about, Luna? Meet them. You know what I'm talking about. You've been talking yourself calm, and you are indeed, you're beautiful, your energy is beautiful, but I also know that there are pressing emotions that are on the outskirts that you are afraid of bringing in. Meet also them. Just right here. Not too complicated, but to simplify it. Yeah. Because there are other things in this as well. But you're safe. We're never going to be perfect. Life is never going to be perfect. And that's okay. But take this opportunity to also open that side to yourself, which your only way of doing. But I know you know what I'm talking about. That's the push. You've done so good. You can do even more for yourself. You know what I mean? And if you feel you have to meet him, also do, knowing that you have your comfortable ground now. Because otherwise it's gonna hurt for a long time. You know you're always gonna have that one thing that is pitching you with a pitchfork a little bit. Take care of it, meet it, and you'll be not surprised, but you will be happily affirmed on what will happen. With love. Also, did you hear that the portrait has landed in Sweden? You know what I'm referring to, Luna. You're safe. Show yourself the fact that you are. Yeah. It has been, and it's still not here. We have to pay 50 more bucks, dollars, somewhere around there. And it's been in Sweden for a week, or we paid a week ago. So we'll see what happens. Yep. But it's worth it. I can't wait for it to get here. So you see, sometimes it hurts to get it moving. Yes, Paga. They are, but hey, it's what it is, right? And it's gonna get here soon. Yeah. So, it's my fiance paying for it, so we'll have to say thank you. Jimmy Nudens. Hi, welcome to the community, my friend. You had to pay 31. Yeah, we had to pay 47. I think it's 50 around there. If you add up to it. Yeah. It's with love, Luna. You know this. And you know I'm always here. Hello. So, I need to get going now, but Senthen, are you still here? Let's see if we have a little something for you today. Yeah, it's one word, and you know what it is. It's hold up. Hold up now. Okay, just now. Calm down. Stop it. You know what we spoke about before with the figurines? It's just a push in the same direction. You have the opportunity right now where a lot of the world is resting. A lot of the world is fighting. A lot of the world is resting. Choose the resting side right now for yourself. It's starting to affect you physically, and it's starting to affect you mentally. It's time to take a breather. Life is about more things. Lumber King, hi! Hello, my friend. And you know that. So it's time to take a breather. because it's affecting you. Find other things to do for a little time. Introduce other hobbies. You need it. Yeah. Thank you for the host, my friend. We are actually just about to end for today. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. So that is the push, 7. You do. When we've gotten addicted to things, it's usually because we feel it's the only thing we're good at. And I've spoken to you about this before. So my question is, what is it that you feel you're not good enough at? That you instead put on the hero costume in the spiritual sense, in the spiritual community? What is it that you feel you're not good enough to do otherwise? The first thing that comes to your mind. It's beautiful seeing you too, Bumper King. First thing that comes to your mind, Cynthia. What are you not good enough at? Because that same thing is also, you remember what I said about the depression? It's also what you then can do. And you can put your mind to doing things, but you need to let your heart come with. And do you know what challenge I would give you, Sampan? The most difficult challenge of all? I would actually ask your parents what they think you're good at, or what you could do. Simply a challenge to challenge yourself, because you're hurting yourself either way. You're hurting yourself the way you do now, so why not take the challenge of seeing life from a different perspective? And the people you have around you right now that could hand you that perspective is your parents, or are your parents. And if you feel it's not for you, give it a try. And then say with confidence that you feel it's not for you, and try the next thing. Challenge yourself. I understand it sounds difficult. Trust me, I know. I have very close family that are addicted to a certain thing because they feel they are only good at that and nothing else. And it's awful to challenge that mind into something else, but your addiction is hurting you. So you just need to get out of the house. You just need to try different things. If that means doing something you don't like, well, at least you know what you don't like then. Because right now you don't know anything. And you deserve to know. Try it, yeah. Do you feel it makes sense? And I'm not saying so to say that your life is not valuable or your emotions are not real, because they are, and you're a beautiful person. You have the opportunity to explore your own interests. And when you feel this is not for me, I'm not good enough, or then listen to what does that actually say. And if you feel uncomfortable, leave the situation and try another one. You have the opportunity to. Don't push yourself too hard, because you still have the opportunity to come back within yourself. Because you need to find that home within yourself. When you go inside, you usually travel somewhere. Sit down and see if you can find that home within. There be you. And let every emotion understand that there's an emotion, but there's a reason for every emotion. Ditch and start bummer and changing it up can really help sometimes. Don't turn the radio if you change the station. You're the boss, it's your show. If you only knew how accurate you are, listen to him. Something. It's your show. Yeah, it's true. Thank you, Jimmy. You have the ability to, you have the opportunity to. I love that. Don't turn the radio off, just change the station. Yeah. Yeah. And when you feel you're not good enough, because that will happen, when you find yourself down in that hole, like the video I posted yesterday, something, trust me, if not as a human being, as a fellow human, because I'm an adult and all of that, trust me as a telepath then. As a telepath, something. Trust me when I tell you the future is really worth seeing. And when we fall down a hole, we have the opportunity to look up and see a new part of the sky. Because one thing you do have is your curiosity. Use that to show yourself different and new things in the world. And if you do not trust me as a boring adult saying this, trust me as a telepath, as a friend, as a human being. You got this. And when you feel you have not, just take a breather. Look around yourself. And show yourself in another direction. And then come back. We need perspective, and you know this. You can do this. And jump into these streams sometimes if you feel like it, because I do think it brings you the balance that you need sometimes. You know who I want you to trust the most? I want you to trust yourself enough to challenge yourself. And this addiction, my communication center is acting up because I'm worried of what I'm saying, because I know it's difficult when you're in it. But believe me, the world is beautiful and your addiction is hurting you. So take charge and heal yourself. Challenge yourself and have fun. If you feel like it's something, you're always welcome, but I also want you to go out there to explore and to bring this within you with. Thank you. I'm gonna keep you pending still, because there might be something new coming up next time. So I'm gonna keep you in the queue. For you who are new here, ooh, okay, Bummer King, we can do one sentence. I know what addition is, but I also don't deep down truly know, but I don't know if I'm saying it deep down. You know what I mean? I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Remember something, I am someone who is educated in theatre. I am I was going to be an actress. I'm a telepath who's been acting. I had 14 years on stage. I know what you're talking about, and I understand why you want to feel good about yourself and why you want people to see you in an environment that you control. But trust me, go out and explore, because there might be something totally different out there. If you only knew how much I love skiing. I love it. I miss it. I want to go back and doing it. How much I love dancing. How much I love being outdoors, sleeping underneath the sky, the stars. How I love riding. It's not just telepathy for me. It's not just spirituality and intuition and spiritual work and healing. Right now it's a lot of that because we're building this company, but there's loads more to me. I love decorating. I love painting. There's loads more to me than being a telepath, and there's loads more to you than being a telepath. Trust yourself in that. Yes, poet. It's about daring to take part in the world, because it's right here, right now. So, Bomber King, sorry, Bumper King. I'm gonna call you Bumper now. I want to be with other people in person because I'm lonely, but with homeschooling and constant moving, I schedule myself because I'm tired of losing friends. I'm worried my lack of social skills and social understanding because of the years without it may mess me up. But you get other types of experiences. You still are alive, you still have experience, and if you mess it up, that's just an opportunity to bring perspective to everyone. Remember, we see in others what we resonate with within ourselves. So if someone is looking at you weird, that's probably something that you are uncomfortable with within yourself. I was terrified of talking about being a telepath in a telepathic system, and each time I brought it up, I felt someone was looking at me because they thought I was weird. Until I met another telepath in a telepathic system, and now I feel there's nothing about me that I don't stand for, because I felt I needed that confirmation. Actually, there's nothing about me that is wrong. That means I dare to explore other things because I know my own foundation. I believe in me. That's what communities are so beautiful for. Without this community, I would not have met this telepath. In a telepathic system, experiencing things I do. That's why we need other people, to bring perspective and love to ourselves. So if they laugh at you, laugh with them and ask them what they do. Dare be you. And if you feel uncomfortable, maybe not everyone agrees, and that's okay. But explore and be you. I think we have rats in the walls. I can hear the Bumpy King. Bumper King. Sorry. Let's see one sentence for you. I'm gonna light a candle for this, and this is the last thing I do because I need to go and have my weekend now. Okay. Okay, Pumpkin. If you feel you're afraid of taking things over from other people, decide not to. If you're afraid of taking things over, don't. Know where your heart lies. Yeah. Thank you, Clinton. But yeah, Bomber King. Bomber King. I don't know why I say Bonker King. Bomber King. Seriously, if you are afraid of taking over, simply don't. Know where your heart lies and just be you. If your intentions are genuine, I know you wanted one sentence, but there's a message coming through. If your intentions are genuine, you have no reason to question them. It's a good thing you do, but when you do so weeks on end, people trust you for a reason. So trust yourself. Okay? That's a good one. People trust you for a reason, so trust yourself. Yeah. Thank you. Because it's a good thing that you feel you want to be sure. It's a good thing you do. But yeah, that's that sentence right there. My throat is acting up because I'm worried again, because it's about Twitch. It's about responsibility. I understand. But people trust you for a reason. There are even people in this community that's been here today, but especially here on Twitch, because it's about being given responsibilities and taking care, being admin and all of this. And you feel sometimes you do too much, but believe me, trust yourself, because people are giving you this opportunities for a reason. Yeah. And don't be afraid to ask, to talk, to be transparent. And when there is no place for it, when there's no space, ask for them to take time, because it's important also for them. But people trust you for a reason, so trust yourself. Thank you. That is what we have today. Because I need to have a very late dinner now. But it's been beautiful today. I appreciate every single one of you who's been here. We tried to stream on the tarot today, although I'm not using tarot cards. It was the closest we could get to readings and the understanding of the queuing systems and so on, so we thought to try, and I think it's been a really good stream. I would love to hear your thoughts. Head on over to Discord, we would love to invite you. And I see... Is this how you do it? No, it's the other way around, is it? That way. No? How is it you do it again? There it is. Okay, it came up anyway. I'm very switchy with my twin right now, so I totally forgot my own system. But we would love to invite you, and head on over. I would love to know your thoughts if you feel it's not good to be streaming on the tarot when you're not laying tarot, or if you think it's a good idea because we are doing readings and such. It's how what you feel. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you have anyone you would like to raid, please put down in chat. I love meeting new people in that way. I won't be in the raid, but I love having new people to follow and to jump in and watch when I have time. So please do let me know if there's anyone you would like to raid. And what will happen is that I will play the outro, and then I will jump into that channel if you have anyone you want me to raid. On Tuesday, I tried to do a Swedish stream, and I will probably do so on Tuesdays. Tuesdays at 3 p.m. CEST, I stream if I am not otherwise booked. If I have clients coming to the office, I won't be able to stream because I stream from home. But if I have distant clients or remote clients or no one booked, I will stream, and I will do so in Swedish. It will only be here on I almost said Discord, on Twitch, because we realized we were wrong in using Restream because we're affiliates. I've seen so many do it that I forgot I'm an affiliate and we should not be doing so. So it will only be on Twitch, but it will be on Tuesdays if I'm not otherwise booked. On Friday, every Friday, 6 o'clock CEST, I am going live. That is noon EST, Eastern. I will go live, and the best way to know if this will happen or not, if anything is going on, is to follow us on Discord, because we will tell you everything there. We have our schedule at next stream. You have the schedule down below that you can find. Every Monday evening for me around 5:30, I post, or we update the schedule for Tuesday, if there will be a stream or not. But if you want the international stream, it's always going to be Fridays. How it's looking right now. Hello, Anna Great Gamer. You followed some time back. I think you had a reading, or you were asking to have a reading, and then I think you disappeared, maybe. But it's beautiful seeing you. Yeah, it is visible. Yeah. And Graduated Gamer didn't do. I think I read a reading for you, but I think that you left during it or something around that. But it's beautiful having you back. Hello. So thank you all for a beautiful stream, and as I see no one have anyone they want to raid, we will simply play the outro. And as we do, if you find anyone you would like, then let me let me know. Okay, you want to come close to the mic and whisper I love you? I can do that. You ready? It's gonna look funny because it's over here. You want to say I love you? Okay, I love you. Thank you for today, all of you. It's been a beautiful, beautiful stream, and I see you. Our chicken life. Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't realize that was someone you wanted to raid. Okay, let's do that. Beautiful. I'm gonna play the outro and then jump over to our chicken life. Beautiful. Okay. See you soon, my wonderful friends. Take care, and thank you for being you. See you soon. Bye. Take care.